What's going on, folks? It's your favorite educational technology personality, Jeremy at IBL, and today you have the lucky privilege of being the first audience members to a brand new series we're doing called Jeremy Creates. In this series, I'm going to be walking you through the entire process, start to finish, of creating your own AI mentors in the IBL AI Mentor platform. Today, what we're doing is we're creating DavidAI. This mentor is going to be for use in an Intro to Computing course taught at Georgia Tech by Professor David Joyner. And it's going to be trained on the textbook that he wrote himself, which is over 300 pages. Super impressive. Round of applause, David. Seriously. So what this mentor is meant to do is assist students in an Intro to Computing course. It's meant to act sort of as a TA, not give students the entire answer to the questions that they're looking for, and instead engage them in a way that makes them think deeper about the concepts of the course on their own and work through their learning. So the first thing you're going to do when you're creating a new AI mentor is you need a really strong system prompt. Now, what you're seeing here is the AI system prompt creator agent that I created for myself to just develop system prompts as we create new agents. And in the creation of a system prompt, your input prompt is going to be basically the instructions that you give to the AI or the AI mentor that you're working with in order to create the strongest possible system prompt, which means it's going to take a lot of information to get there. Instructions on how you want the mentor to communicate with students, what kind of information it should be engaging with, and what kind of information it shouldn't be engaging with. Basically, you're creating a roadmap for this mentor. I broke this up into two separate parts so it would be easier for my AI mentor that I'm working with here to consume all the information that I am providing it. And at the bottom of the first half, I instruct it, do not respond yet, so I can send you more instructions. And as I anticipated, the mentor goes, understood, send over what else you got. So I send this second half. And in the second half, what I do is I take a system prompt for a similar mentor that we've already created for a computations course at another university, a much higher level one at that. And I don't want the mentor to necessarily recreate this system prompt because they're going to be for two separate use cases, but I want to provide the mentor with a little bit of a foundation to work with in terms of what we're looking for in format, communication style, basically what I'm looking for in my system prompt. And the mentor consumes all this information and boom, you got a brand new first draft for a system prompt for DavidAI. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this. If I can figure out how to just get the system prompt portion, bear with me. Scrolling down and copied. Okay, so what we're going to do is move into a new window. I've got the AI Mentor platform pulled up here. And what you're seeing is the Georgia Institute of Technology tenant, as we call them, or organization. It's basically a private window allowing institutions to, interact with their data while adhering to institutional data guidelines. Everything is protected and private here. This is basically a sandbox for them to use the mentors that we've already built for them, test them, experiment, but also create their own AI mentors if they so choose. So when you're creating a new mentor, first thing you're going to do on the platform is you're going to come up to the upper right-hand side, that gear tab right there, and you're going to hit Create Mentor. Now, I've already started setting up DavidAI, but just for the sake of walking you through the whole process, the first thing you're going to do is name your agent. And the second thing you're going to do is give it a description. This is a mentor for use in an Intro to Computations course taught by Professor David Joyner. Then you're going to select a category, in this case, advisor, but feel free to pick whatever best fits your use case. Next, you are going to hit next, which is going to bring you to this prompt tab here. This is the pre-built system prompt that each one of our mentors comes standard with. It's just a general prompt. If you want to just have a generalized AI agent that's not specifically trained on any one particular thing, you can leave it as is. But for our purposes today, we don't need it. So we're nuking it off the face of the earth. And then we're going to paste the brand new system prompt for DavidAI, hit save, and then hit save once more. Now, you see that error at the top? It's because I've already created a DavidAI within this tenant. I just wanted to show you those initial steps. So we're going to come over to DavidAI, which we've already created, and you'll see the settings are laid out exactly as I just walked through. We got that system prompt already saved in here. And once you've created the mentor, you can see all of these different tools that we have built in, ranging from the various LLM keys you can attach to your mentor. Basically, if you're not getting the answers that you want from GPT-4o Mini, you have a slew of other options to choose from. We've got tools built in. In this case, the web search tool just allows professors to let mentors search the web if students are working on a research project or something like that. Doesn't need to be on. This safety layer right here, these are two layers on top of the system prompt that I just showed you. And what they do is basically moderate, on the one hand, the input coming from the user, ensuring that no harmful information, anything that is violent or not professional in nature, potentially harmful, doesn't make it to the mentor itself and give the mentor an opportunity to respond. That's what the moderation prompt does. Now, the safety prompt, it moderates the output response from the mentor. So in the case that you have both of these toggled on, and a potentially harmful question or input from the user does make it pass to the mentor, the safety prompt is just one more layer to ensure that the mentor recognizes this information could be potentially harmful, and I'm not going to answer that question. You can toggle these on if you would like. It does slow down the response time of the mentor a little bit just because there's a little more, there's a couple more walls to bypass in order to formulate a response. History is exactly what it sounds like. It's the entire chat history. Because we're still setting up this mentor, obviously there's no chat history there, but this allows, professors with a class of 200 some students to see the kind of questions that students are asking the mentor that they might not be asking in class itself. Areas of the course where students are engaging the mentor more to kind of see, where students could use some improvement and bridge those knowledge gaps. Data sets is the most important thing. As you can see, there's already a couple of files populated in here. I took the time to do that before creating this video just for time's sake. But to run you through that, you would hit add resource. And as you can see, there's a multitude of different file types you can upload directly to your mentor, and it will consume that information and almost immediately become an expert in it. For example, if you wanted to upload your course syllabus, any readings that you might have for students within the course, videos or external web links that students are going to need to use in order to grasp all that they can within the course, or if you want to just have your course entirely created as a zip file, you can directly upload that as well. We make it super easy. All you have to do is click what kind of file type you'd like to upload, choose that file, and hit submit. But I've already done that. What you see here is the entire Intro to Computations textbook that Professor Joyner has built and written, already uploaded. The mentor is an export in it. So I'm going to toggle this mentor on, allowing me to communicate with it. And we're going to select it from this drop-down menu. Might need to just let it populate. So I'm just going to refresh this tab real quick so the platform knows to add the DavidAI mentor to the featured mentors list. And there we have it, DavidAI. So now we get to the fun part. We're going to start testing to make sure that DavidAI is communicating in the style that we want it to. So what I have done is I've already created a couple of example test questions that a student might ask, such as what is the difference between a compiled and an interpreted programming language? So we're just going to copy this, paste it down here into the prompt bar. And this is great. This is a great start. So the mentor is giving a comprehensive overview of the differences between compiled languages and interpreted languages, and is prompting me to explore that further and enrich my own learning by asking, what are your thoughts on how these differences might affect your programming experience? That's exactly what we're looking for. Something that is going to further the conversation and enrich the details students need to know. Let's try one more question. And almost immediately, the mentor is explaining to me the concept of variables in programming and providing me an example of that in Python, which is exactly what I asked it to do. But instead of just, leaving it at that and giving me some of the information that I'm looking for as a place to start, again, what are your thoughts on how variables can be used in your coding projects? It's designed to continue that conversation with the student and ensure that they are hitting all of the bases that they need in order to be successful. And I think this is a great place for me to cut off. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed Jeremy Creates, and I can't wait to show you the next mentor we do. Learn more at iblai.